Hey guys, this is Julian of Julian Gray Media, and on today's video we are going to be doing something that has been requested a lot on this channel lately. It is going over the basics of the Launchpad by Novation. I am using the Launchpad S, but the same principles apply to the original Launchpad and the new Launchpad Pro. So yeah, let's just get started here. Once you get your Launchpad set up with Ableton, if you need to get it set up, I would pause this video and check out the Novation website. They have a really awesome instructional page on how to do that. I will link that above me here. But yeah, let's just get started here. So as you can see on the screen, I have a project loaded up. This is a mashup I did a couple months ago called Summertime Mashup. It is a Launchpad mashup, and I'm going to do a video later down the road on how to understand mashups and whatnot. I will link that above me when I have that video uploaded, but it is not as of now. So let's just hold up this Launchpad here so you can see it. Now, if you're clever and you looked at this, you probably noticed that this is a direct reflection of what's on screen there. It's just in a kind of a pixelated format. So if you look on the screen here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks of clips, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks of clips. We have a 2-block gap, and then we have a 1 block here. And the same thing goes right here. We have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks of clips. Same thing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks of clips, 2-block gap here, and then we have the 1 block here. It's kind of hard to do this backwards. Now, it's pretty self-evident if you understand session view that these buttons will directly correlate to the screen as it is. If I click on this button here, it will play the clip in the bottom left. If I play this clip here, it'll play that clip. If I play these two clips together, it will cancel out this clip here and play that one instead. If you don't understand the basics of session view, you might want to pause this video before you continue and check out my video on session and arrangement view, the basics of those. You can click on that above me now. And that video explains essentially the basics of how Ableton handles its clips and how the columns and rows work in Ableton. And yeah, it'd be very helpful for this video, right? So if you understand what I just explained here, these buttons directly correspond to what's on the screen, as you can see here, and it's kind of made even more self-evident by this yellow rectangle, as you can see on the screen. This yellow rectangle represents the 64 button grid here, and this yellow grid over here represents these play buttons here. Now, if you followed my session view video, if you already knew session view, you know that one button on the side here, the main button right here, that corresponds to this button here, and this plays the entire row. And then they all turn green. Green is an indicator of playing. Yellow is an indicator of non-active. So if we play a clip here, we can see it work. Done deal. If we play the row, we can play the entire row. And that's pretty self-evident, I think. The next thing we have to cover is the navigation buttons up here. As you can see, if I hold it to the screen, there's arrows above the buttons here. It's up, down, left, and right, and you can navigate around using them according to the buttons you press. I'm kind of doing it blind, and then as you can see, as I move, it kind of moves the grid on the Launchpad with it. So I hope this made it very easy to understand the basics of the session view as seen on the Launchpad here. We also have the user 1 mode, which essentially can trigger MIDI. We have the user 2 mode, which does the same thing, and we have the mixer, which can control the mix controls of everything on the screen. I wouldn't recommend using it just for the fact that it's very inaccurate and you're limited to digital values instead of an analog kind of drag, but it can be useful in a pinch. You have things like activate and solo. As you can see on the screen, these buttons here are disactivating and activating each clip, and those kind of things are cool if you're actually listening back to your track and you want to disable something or solo something. So we can go back to the session here, and then as you can see, we have, by holding the session button, we can see right here we can move around in chunks of 64 on the entire grid. the ones that aren't active turn red, and the ones that are active turn yellow. It's kind of hard to see on camera here. So that's about the basics of a Launchpad. It's essentially a physical version of Ableton. It's a way to control Ableton in its entirety via a physical platform. If you need any more tips on this, let me know in the comments below. If you liked the video, give it a like. If you didn't like it, give it a dislike, and let me know why you disliked it or liked it in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I make Ableton videos, I make vlogs and everything, and I do it every Wednesday and Friday. I make a new video every Wednesday and Friday at 1 p.m. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, again, subscribe to the channel, and make sure to check out some of my other videos on Ableton, on my original music, or anything else you're interested in. So thank you for watching this video. Be sure to stay tuned for the part 2 of making a mashup with a Launchpad, or understanding mashups with the Launchpad, and I will be releasing that sometime in the future. So thank you guys for watching this video. I will talk to you guys next time. Bye-bye.